I wasn't knowing what to expect, so when I got there, I was a bit overwhelmed, but at the same time, I was happy to be there because I was able to pray and see how wrong, and I didn't really realize how many women go in there every day.
I was really scared because there were so many women going in there, and I never had the chance to get there and stand and talk to one of them like we did with the lady that walked away, and that was really cool.
I just feel like I've personally grown more with God this week, and you know, you just really get brokenhearted about the fact that women are going into that building and killing their babies.
Felt like I was in evil, and everything surrounding me was like pressuring on my shoulders, and the devil was just trying to hold me back and trying to tell me not to do it, but I know that I had to.
Like, you just look at the building and it's just depressing. You just get that evil like sense, and it's not a good place.
I also had the privilege for the first time to stand up and speak to somebody, an actual doctor, and that was the best feeling in the world. And I just pray to God each and every day that I continue to get opportunities like that. And I feel that we accomplished so much this week, but there's so much more to be done at these abortion clinics. There's so many more babies to be saved, so many more hearts to be changed, and it's time for all of us to just take our stand and be the voice of the voiceless.
Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their cries? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who conceived to die? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their screams? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who will stand with me? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless?
Let me take you on a trip back to 73. America stopped a little country so squeaky clean. What was placed in the darkness brought out in the light, and we took what was wrong, somehow we made it right, all in the name of choice. The secular thought, they had no comprehension that the thoughts were wrought with sin, and in the end destruction came calling, while intellect kept rising, wisdom kept falling and falling for the lies. The church remained silent, not standing for the truth, reaped itself in violence. The gates of hell poured forth an old style of evil. This was all allowed to happen underneath the church steeple. The people of God been hiding out inside, and in the streets 40 million babies sentenced to die. But it's been so long since we shown real love, so get up, stand up, please, no more blood.
Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their cries? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who conceived to die? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their screams? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who will stand with me? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless?
Yeah, I ain't gonna waste time, I'll take it straight to the scriptures, where man's got it mixed up in sins, got us tricked to believe that the life of one man is man's decision. But Genesis said he made us in his own image. Check Psalms, he knew us all, man, our life was written, predetermined every step before our life's existence. Yeah, we live in this prison where these innocent victims are legally denied living cause they mom's decision. And the Christians, we just stood there watching Roe versus Wade, compromising our doctrine. 30 years later, 40 million gone, brutally killed, still wrong to stand up strong or make a song where the world can sing along, be the voice to the voiceless, talking to their moms. How's that wrong? But that's the world we living in. Slaughter the innocent for what they dividends.
Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their cries? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who conceived to die? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their screams? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless who will stand with me? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless?
Dear mommy, my heart begins to beat for the day when you will hold me so close and I can look at your face. Now alive, I have the thoughts of what my life will become. I can't wait for you to brag on me and call me your son. Inside of you I rest and I feel so secure. My little hands that are forming will one day hold yours. Mommy, will you please keep me safe from harm, so my little tiny feet can always run to your arms.
I can hear you growing louder. What you talking about? Why you crying, mommy? What you mean you have doubts? You don't need money. I love you with or without. Please, this ain't funny. Don't take the easy way out. I'm sorry, mom, for anything that I ever did. But why, oh why don't you want your kid? I hear that man talking, saying it's your choice. I'm screaming, stop, mommy, can't you hear my voice?
Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their cries? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Those conceived to die. Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their screams? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Who will stand with me? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their cries? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Those conceived to die. Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Can you hear their screams? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless? Who will stand with me? Can anyone hear the voice of the voiceless?